Hi, this is Ingrid from TechCrunch, and I'm here with Sir Alex Ferguson, the legend, the football legend, who has just come off stage. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Fine, thank you. And we're just going to ask you a couple of questions. First one, you guys spoke quite a lot about the ups and downs and a lot of history and going through a lot of the managers in the business today. What do you think is maybe the best lesson or parallel that you can come up with football and technology?
Well, obviously, technology is, there we go, a lot of those startup companies which are new and young, energetic people. Whereas in football, it tends to be a far longer process to get to the point of, say, managing a football club. A young guy in technology could have a great inspiration of an idea like WhatsApp or whatever, and I think that getting to that point that they have to remain consistent with how they got there in the first place. I think it's difficult today to be consistent because many things can change. You add to staff, you improve the number of people in your staff. You have to compete with other technology industries, and do you change or do you stay by what you believe in? I think that consistency is really important.
And you get that. Do you think that in football you have more of the ability to have a focus in that way, and you think that that's something that's a lesson that can be taught?
I think that the lesson should be listened to, because in my experience of being a coach at United, I think the consistency was really important. That because of the consistency, I think people know who you are. Then they don't see changes every day. And so when they see the consistency, see the same leader all the time, then say, well, we're fine. This guy knows what he's doing. There's nothing, what do you call it, seismic about the situation.
Right.
The guy is the same all the time.
Yeah.
And I think that consistency gives people confidence that they're going in the right direction.
Yeah. It's interesting because when you think about your career at Manchester United versus the carousel of managers at a club like Chelsea.
Yeah.
And I think that you get a lot of that in the tech world. You're right. If there's a sort of question about an executive, and then they get rid of that executive and they put a new one in, and yeah.
I know, but that is, people respond to, maybe even the press, they respond to maybe how a press view your industry. I know that the other thing too is about trusting people you bring there in the first place. I think that you have to do that. I'm a strong believer in trusting the people you brought there in the first place. If there's something wrong, can you improve them? Can you help them? That's your job.
Next question. Social media. It's very big now. Footballers are using Twitter all the time. What would you do if that was as big back then when you were managing Manchester United as it is today?
Well, we had traces of it when I was there. Rio Ferdinand, for instance, was the first to start it. And what we said to Rio was, you can discuss whatever you like, but do not discuss the club. That we've had to people responsible for that. And Rio was fine. And there is an explosion of it. And I think the most important thing to avoid embarrassment for them is to control it. Yeah. And I think we have a responsibility as coaches and even directors of a football club have a responsibility to make sure they're not embarrassed by something that's said. And for the player himself, you're protecting him, because at the end of the day, if he does come out with something ridiculous, then he has to apologise and then take it off the Twitter. Yeah. So to save all the embarrassment, control and responsibility.
Yeah. Like so much else in life. Thank you very much, Sir Alex. It's nice to meet you. Thank you very much.
Pleasure.